Good morning, brothers and sisters. This is Scott with Commandment Keepers. If you would, go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe. It's at Commandment Keepers at Scott Lawson 8735. I've got a little short word for you today. I want people to understand who runs this place, who's in charge of the airways here. We're going to come over here today. We're going to go to we're going to be in 2 Corinthians chapter 4 we're going to start at verse number 3. It says here in 2 Corinthians verse number 3, chapter 4 verse 3, it says, but if our good news is hid, it is hid to them that are lost and perishing, in whom the prince ruler of this world has blinded the minds of those infidels who believe not, lest the light of the esteem-filled good news of Messiah, who is the image and likeness of Yahuwah, should shine on them. For we proclaim not ourselves, but the Messiah, Yahushua HaMashiach, the Master, and ourselves your servants for Yahushua HaMashiach, for his sake. For Yahuwah commanded the light to shine out of darkness, has shone in our hearts to give the light of the wisdom of the esteem of Yahuwah in the face of Yahushua HaMashiach, the Messiah. Now, that's over there in 2 Corinthians. Paul was telling us what Hosea had already said, really. We'll go to Hosea chapter 4, we'll start at verse number 5, or verse number 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because ye have rejected knowledge. I will also reject you, and you shall not be a priest to me, seeing you have forgotten the Torah instructions of your Elohi. I will also forget your children, as they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore I will change their esteem into shame. Father's not playing, guys. He's pretty serious. So that we know who the prince of the airways are. You can find that over in Ephesians chapter 2. You can find it over there in Ephesians 6. Yeah, and you can find it over there in Matthew too. But folks, the Satan and his cronies are the prince of the airways. And if you're not studying to show thyself approved, you're going to be blinded and you're going to be given over to that strong delusion. He's telling us very plainly here. So believe on him, follow his instructions, which are the commandments. Follow those 10 commandments and you will do well, brothers, I promise you. But let those scriptures sink in and think about that. I mean, it's in the old, it's in the new. They're one and the same, guys. It's not hard. Let the scales come off your eyes and let the Father show you and lead you through the Ruach HaKodesh, which is the Spirit, His Holy Spirit. So with that, you'll do well. Follow his commandments, keep them, love one another, love God above all, your Father, the Son. Love the Father with all your heart, mind, and soul. And the second one, love your neighbor as yourself, guys. Y'all have a blessed day. I love you. And remember, go over to Commandment Keepers, subscribe at Scott Lawson 8735. Thanks, and have a blessed day, guys.